For those who may not know, because I'm not typically in the loop a lot of the times, right? I'm not. Believe it or not. You might think I am, right? Pretty hip, right? New music come out, new movies, stuff like that. I try to stay right in it. New games, I'm on it though, right? I try to dip in, dip out, just pause, right? But I don't know. It's just something. This one right here, though. Yo, Gamer Nexus. Before I even dive into it, y'all, I got notes. I'm not going to play. I keep all my notes. I got everything. But before we get into the notes, yo, Gamer Nexus. Shout out to you, my dog. I don't want no smoke with Gamer Nexus, y'all. Woo! That boy Gamer Nexus will take you out. All right. Shout out Gamers Nexus. Very good channel, business as well. They have a lot of great things going. But the latest controversy, let's go ahead and dive right into it. So, Linus, now I want y'all to let me know. Am I pronouncing this right? Because I don't really watch LTT. I see a couple little things, but Linus Tech Tips, a popular hardware-focused YouTube channel with 15.6 damn million subscribers. Holy hell, man. Ooh, I'm about to almost damn near take a shot. 15.6. Oh, my Lord. Yeah, 15.6. And that sound on that slurp was wild. Did y'all hear it? I ain't like that. I don't like that, man. I'm going to have to drink that a little bit different next time. Maybe I'm going to have to hit the mute. You know what I'm saying? You can't have me going around. They're like, yeah. And I told, and then I can't have that, man. But anyways, they faced, and that's Linus Tech Tips. The entire channel business has faced controversy over the review of Billet Labs monoblock water cooling system. Now, this conflict kind of reached a big ass climax right when Gamers Nexus kind of questioned a bunch of stuff about LTT's accuracy, ethics, and responsibilities, as he said. Shout out Gamers Nexus and LTT. I really ain't got no beef with either one of them. I'm kind of just covering it, right? And I know I've seen Gamer Nexus literally eat their folks before. I think it was Newegg last time, right? My man be killing folks, so I don't know. Hey, did you know? Shout out for the toot, man. Let me go ahead. Thank you for the donation. I'm in the middle of the run, but I gotta shout out my donations, y'all. Y'all know how that go. Gotta stop the algorithm for the donations, man. You the real one, man. I'm gonna go ahead and take this for you. The slurp wasn't as bad that time. Last time it was, you know what I'm saying? Wasn't that bad. Wasn't that bad this time. But nonetheless, I did watch the video. Y'all, I ain't gonna lie, I didn't watch the entire 44-minute video, but I watched probably 20 minutes of the 44-minute video. And I also watched a response from Linus Tech. And I also watched the response from Gamers Nexus about the response from Linus Tech. Said it was pitiful, right? It was pitiful. And he kind of went through some things. But so there's been a lot of back and forth. Nonetheless, it was something that you would think a company or a channel can just go right past. But some reason, Gamers Nexus has a way of just zoning in on the certain things that consumers really care about. So, and if you see that, you can see the support for developer Waking Tides. Shout out Waking Tides. That's someone we've been recently helping out, a small developer. Let's talk about this monoblock, though. I want to specifically talk about that because Linus Tech Tips, this is something that's part of like the major crutch of the argument with the way you handle. I think if this was handled properly, I actually think none of this other stuff would have came about. Now, by the way, they had a response video too, where they had a bunch of people, pretty much Linus Tech was apologizing. They had business execs coming through like, I'm going to change this. We have the right as a community to serve this. And, I'm going to be honest. I'm going to keep it real on this because on my channel, I can't be lying or bullshit. Y'all, those corporate meetings, I know how those are. They have to say certain things. They're probably reading off teleprompters. Because it's a lot of money at stake. It's a lot of people. So for many of us on the outside, it's a shit show, right? But it's something they got to do to keep those dollars coming because you're looking at people's livelihoods, and I understand that business side of it. So they got to get out there, get in front of it. And I actually appreciate that response that they did. And I like them coming out there and doing it. I think that was actually, if that was the first response, it would have been beautiful. It would have been beautiful. But that was the comeback. You know what I'm saying? It ain't working out. But let's talk about the monoblock specifically by Billet Labs, because this monoblock is interesting. It's actually pretty cool. The monoblock system is designed to cool both the CPU and GPU simultaneously, and while not in active production, it was available for pre-order for $841. That's just a pre-order. Ooh. Y'all know it costs. Costs a pretty penny. Yo, Sage, Nitty, what's going on, man? My man BB. Good to have y'all in the house, man. That's right on time. Right on time. You know what I'm saying? Not only that, that monoblock is tested. It's a unique prototype, excuse me, that was supposed to be tested by LTT and actually returned. Okay, that's kind of the whole entire thing. Like, yo, hey, imagine being Billet Labs and you got this fire ass product. You give it to them and you're like, yo, I got one of the hugest YouTube channels about to review my product. Yo, you dap up your boy. Y'all sip a couple of these shots. You know what I'm saying? Y'all hype. Hell yeah. We finally, yo, LTT. I don't give a fuck what happened. Yo, forget everything. You tell your wife, yo, baby, chill. You got to listen to me now. I got LTT about to review me. You know what I'm saying? It's a different ball game, baby. Sit down, relax. Babe. I got LTT reviewing. Then to find out, my man not only get your ish, he installed it wrong. His mistake, his people mistake. I ain't gonna say his, because I feel like I ain't trying to get caught in none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't want nothing. Allegedly on everything, goddamn, if y'all want to do that. Okay? But you installed it wrong. You installed the components wrong. That is something that is your failure. But instead, you came out and you trashed it. You even said you ain't want nobody to buy it. Imagine I send my product to you and then you tell everybody I didn't want nobody to buy it because I wanted them to work on something better. Who the hell are you to tell me to work on something better? LTT, you are out your damn mind. Who the hell are you to tell me to work on something? This damn prototype for pre-orders, $841, which, by the way, we ain't got to all the other stuff, right? He put it up at auction. He sold it. The shit got nasty, man. I damn near want to bang the desk. The shit got nasty. Yo, I'm about to pour another shot. I told y'all. We on one today, man. We on one today. Let's get to it, man. Yo, shout out my chat though. Yo, Magnus, what's up, man? I'm glad you dropped in, man, because we on one today. We on one. I'm taking it. I'm already, what is this, number 4? I can't count. Can't count because I don't even really give a damn. Okay. Let's go through. So LTT tested a unique prototype meant for the GeForce GTX 3090 GPUs on a 4090 card. So it's a prototype meant for 3090s, but he tested it on a 4090 card. Guys, I got a 3060. All right. And I've also had a 1050 Ti. Super clocked, as they say. All right. There's a big difference between these versions of graphics cards. Size matter when you have different cases, different heat sinks, different things. Like all that really matters, especially in testing results. Like when you held to like giving out the benchmark results, nah, it's a different damn ball game. I wouldn't want to be held by, hey, I ain't gonna lie. Linus, LTT, you held to a lot. I understand why you stepped down. Shit, that's a lot. It's a lot of responsibility, y'all. But nonetheless, LTT concluded that the monoblock was difficult to build with its advantages were negligible. And it also led to a negative review by LTT. Now, Gamer Nexus, shout out to you. We gonna give you the NWO music. You a bad mamma jammer, man. I don't know what you do, but you give folks cancer. Like you damn near had Neweglu stock. Who else did you hit? You hit somebody else. When you hit Leo. Nah, I'm not gonna lie. Let me tell y'all. Just before I get into this whole breakdown of everything, I want to say for Gamers Nexus, He did not start this. There was a video that came out from the lab of LTT that specifically said, we're not like hardware, and I forgot the other YouTuber, hardware something. Somebody help me out and put it there in the chat. But hardware something and Gamers Nexus. When we do testing, each test is done with new components. And that does matter, because if you're testing with graphics cards and you're continually giving benchmarks results where you're running these components at certain levels where it might be some deterioration from the next result when you test. So a lot of times to get the best result, you want to get it brand new. That would be good, but that costs money. Imagine having to get a new GPU, a new motherboard, a new everything every single time you're running benchmark tests. Yo, that is money. Damn. And I hear LTT, the business is making over 100 million. That dropped. That dropped when Gamers Nexus did that. But nonetheless, Gamers Nexus criticized LTT for rushing content and choosing quantity over quality, actually taking videos from staff members saying they did not have much time. They would like to slow down on the video production. So this just let you guys know, in the content creation world, shout out to all my content creators, even in the chat. All right, I see something. My man Sage is out there. Shout out to Sage. I see my man Joe. My man Joe is out there. BB, you out there jumping in there now. People that's jumping in there in content creation world, right? This is something. All right, this is something you need to pay attention to. If you really rushing a lot of content, you're not giving quality over quantity. If I just put no lie, I could just put out anything. I can, but I like to do these because I started these years ago, and it was just something that I like to do to kind of get things off my chest. And a lot of other people seem to relate, right? So that's just what it is. Okay, don't overwork yourself. Don't overwork others. That's what was happening, though. Gamer Nexus alleges. Now, he also said there's allegations to selling the monoblock prototype instead of returning it. Now, I don't know the details on that, but supposedly LTT promised to return a prototype. Imagine you only got one prototype and you found out the person that you gave it to, one of the biggest YouTubers ever, put that shit up for auction. For real. Put it up to auction. That's crazy. Yo, shout out DJ C Money, man. I see you out there. Yo, that's crazy to put it up for auction now. Like, for real? I only got one prototype. I'm gonna be honest. Billet Labs, you nice. I come from a different place, right? I don't know how to handle those type of business things. I would have to hire people, because I'm telling you, the way I handle it is, bro, I need to find my man address. I gotta see my man. I'm gonna try to catch you at a store. I'm gonna try to catch you somewhere. And don't think I'm just coming up there, y'all, like I'm a violent guy and I'm just trying to do that, because I'm not. I'm not. For real, man. But we got to have that talk face to face. That smoke, I want to know if you had this smoke. Is this something you really doing? Is it your team putting you up to it? Or is it, we going to talk? We going to talk. Oh, damn. Well, man, I'm letting you know it's this and that. All right, cool. Well, yo, if you don't like me, fuck it. Let's get the fair one on. You want to square up? Nah. All right, well, shit. Let's just keep talking shit then. All right, I'll at you. You know what I'm saying? Like, what else I'm going to do? Y'all want me to still on them? You know what I'm saying? Like, no, I ain't about that. I ain't trying to get shot. If we get greeted to fair one, we could do it. I've been in some, and believe me, I'm too damn old to be trying to get bones and fists and all that hurt. I ain't trying to be whack 100 out there talking about, man, we can get the squabble on. No, we can't always get the squabble on. A saying, and I want to shout out to my man Hollywood Gavin, man. My man Hollywood. Shout out to Dre. Man. Dre always said this line. I took that with me. We can handle this like gangsters, or we can handle this like gentlemen. What would you like to do? And that's something I've always stood by. You know what I mean? So anyway, my man Linus said he admitted to some sloppiness in handling the controversy, stressed the importance of diligence, and admitted lapses in internal processes. Also clarified that the monoblock was auctioned for charity due to miscommunication and not sold. Gamers Nexus, get that right, sir. Okay, it was auctioned. It wasn't sold. Okay? If I go ahead and I sell something, then maybe I'm making a profit. But I auctioned it. So I didn't even make a profit. It really wasn't about that, LTT. Let me just let you in on something, man. He was saying you need to give him the prototype back. wasn't about you. It was the fact you gave it away, period. Why didn't you give him the prototype back? I ain't gonna lie, that's nasty work. But my dog, I understand. I still rep you, LTT. Get your boy a job. Hire me up in there. I'll give gamers. Nah, I don't want no smoke with Gamer Nexus. Even if you hire me, I don't want no smoke with Gamers Nexus. That bro be, look, man, we're just, the processes are not right. It's just we've proven time after time again. And you're like, damn, he got all the receipts. What the hell is this team? A bunch of Nintendo lawyers? The hell's going on? But Billet Labs, let's talk about their statement said they appreciated Gamer Nexus integrity, and they also confirmed there was no apology or shit offered by LTT when a prototype was sold. It wasn't a damn thing, right? They received an offer of reimbursement after Gamer Nexus put the Nas Ether pimping up Jay-Z. After he did that, yeah, they got an email. But they noted that they're not deterred and they're pushing forward with production. Shout out to y'all, man. Give y'all a little NWO music. All right, that's enough. I can't do too much now. I've been doing too much. The community response is... I'm tripping, y'all. I got another shot. The Linus Tech subreddit in an unofficial forum had many criticizing LTT's response. I questioning why he didn't just admit it up front and admit the mistakes instead of trying to fight it. Hey, it would have been better to call me on the side. Hey, yo, I'm going to tell y'all something, man. Anybody that say, yo, it would have been better to call me on the side. Yo, it's up. Once they put the information in the public, it's up. You know how the person feel. They don't want to talk on the side. They don't feel comfortable to talk on the side. Yeah, you could say it. It might be real. But guess what? That's what it is. Now you got to talk about it out in public. Y'all got to have that Instagram face-to-face discussion, that live discussion. And yo, I ain't gonna lie, them shits be uncomfortable. But you guess what? The real comes out. That's why I don't mind when they have reunions. Yo, reunions be the best on all the talk shows, right? Reality talk shows. They let everything air out and everybody right there. And ain't no damn lying could be right here. I seen you. I love that. Okay? My bad. I'll be getting a little fired up, yeah. Public opinion on the platform largely sided with Billet Labs and Gamer Nexus, whereas the official LTT forums was kind of split. So I'm going to ask y'all a couple things, and we're going to move on to the next topic. Like I said, we got a hell of a show, and we got a lot of stuff to talk about, but this is one that's spicy. How vital is it for transparencies from YouTube channels? Because I'm going to tell y'all, Linus Tech Tips is this YouTube channel. Like, I'm going to say this, because I don't mean this by no disrespect at all, too. Because as a YouTube channel, $100 million, you can't say that with a YouTube channel. Your ass ain't got $100 million, Nick. Shut your ass up. Okay? But at the same time, I will say this. What makes someone reputable? If I had millions of dollars and I spent it on hardware and I continue to do testing and I relate that testing to you guys the best of my ability, does that make me a company that's reputable? It's up to y'all. It's up for y'all to decide. The way I feel about this is that I think there should be certain things that if you don't have them, you should not be allowed to really be the standard for anything. Right? You need some sort of degree in this testing. I need to see degree after degree after degree, certification after certification after certification. I need to see a lot of background on that. And I don't care, hardware, software, both of that shit, all that shit. I need to see it all to at least say, okay, this person has it. Now, there's some people, we all know these people come from different backgrounds. As myself, I'm in the IT business for insurance software. So there's certain problems that I troubleshoot on workstations that is normal. I do from day to day. So as I talk about certain things that might be virus related, setting up printers, faxes, or any, and yes, people still do use fax servers, believe it or not. But regardless of what I'm doing, it's still education to me that I could use for my social media channel. So I don't doubt that these gentlemen have vast backgrounds and already have degrees. I don't want to put any shade on them. But what is the responsibility to YouTube channels and the transparency on that? Do they have transparency? Mm-hmm. How do channels handle, yo, and this is a big one. This is a shout out. My man Sage. I see Sage was in the chat. You know what I mean? How do you handle errors in videos? I want to say I did not agree with Gamers Nexus on this. As much as Gamers Nexus was spot on with a lot, I didn't agree. One of the Gamers Nexus complaints was, why didn't you actually edit the video when there was an error made versus putting like an asterisk over things or putting something in the video description talking about the correction? I'm going to be honest. That's preference, Gamers Nexus, my dog. That's preference. That's preference right there. Okay? Everything else, you was spot on. You was nailing. You was ethering. That one right there is preference, though. As long as they make the edit and it's there, whether it's good or not is up for judgment. If a lot of people say that's not good enough, then hey, you have that. Why don't you edit the video? Was really part of his stance on the Russian production. It wasn't a lot of what he was focusing on. So I don't even want to make it like that. But he was stating that content production is rushed, and that's why they don't edit the videos. I think it could just be they don't want to edit it. Could be. Could be. All right. Quantity versus quality. What do y'all think? I think that's actually a good question. Yo, I'm going to tell you something. This is 50 Cent. Shout out to my dog 50 Cent, man, because we all know what he did. Ran off on the floor twice. Shout out. My man getting money, right? But 50 Cent said something that was very wise, and I never forget it. He said, after I dropped the Get Rich or Die Trying album, I could have sold a blank double CD album, and I still would have went platinum. That's hard. It could have been blank. What he's saying is my name in these streets holds so much weight that I can sell you bullshit and you're going to buy it because of what I gave you before. You're right. You're right. It's something to say that. So quality over quantity is why I want to say that. Because you got quality where you could drop some nice, or you could just keep dropping a bunch of bullshit, and the people buying it, they buying it. It don't matter. But my man said that was one of the craziest things I still think to this day, because that lets you know the power behind the sales of the first album literally meant my man could have sold, and he right. He could have had nothing on those damn albums and they would have sold. And I want to get that. 50 Cent said he's not taking out his grandma trash because he's rich and ghosted her. My man Saigo, I had to put that up. Let me go ahead and say that. Saigo said that about 50 Cent. Yo, I ain't gonna lie. 50 Cent is a person. He might be an asshole. I don't even know him. You know what I'm saying? Person. My man is everybody that get money assholes? Like that get rich? I don't think so, man. I think it's just how cutthroat do you gotta be to be rich, like millionaire, billionaire rich? Like you got to be a little cutthroat. How cutthroat do you got to be though? Do you got to be like, hell no, I ain't taking out your trash, grandma? Like cutthroat. You always wondered that, man. But nonetheless, I had to say that. Let's say the last thing I'm gonna move on after this. What is the impact of this to LTT? Yo, I'm not gonna lie, this is rough. This is rough for Linus Tech, man. Because this, I do believe, affects stock. If you have any stock that you buying in anything, now you might be, hey, we need to reinvest. We just had some stuff happen to the channel that might not bring in revenue. We need to change some things to keep the revenue coming in. Right? It affects your YouTube channel, production. Hey, we need to chill, y'all. Hey, that Wayne show, whatever we got, hey, slow that shit down, bro. Yeah, that Wayne show, I'm personally saying slow that shit down. Nah, Gamers Nexus is flaming our ass, bro. We got to stop. We got to. I'm just saying. And gamers that and a lot of people, what I seen Joe and the other people that said they don't like LTT, right? They don't like them. There's some people though that love Linus Tech. I did see a couple videos. I don't know them personally. Gamers Nexus I seen only once before after killing Newegg. I ain't gonna say killing Newegg. Newegg's still up. I bought stuff from them. They still run it. Newegg is a good company, but they were doing some shady business practices that he alleged, and he proved it in his video through his evidence. All right. Huge brand damage that they built up for like a decade. And that's what Gamers Nexus. That's something about it. You know what I mean? I do agree. I think that evidence is built up over time because it was just like, it was an ether that was like, I know it ain't you talking. Whew, you? What? You been on you love my style. That's how I felt. That's how I felt. But nonetheless, how do y'all feel on this? I want to hear Let It Go. Do y'all feel like LTT just got ethered? Do you feel like Gamers Nexus was right for that? The video came out first now from a lab saying we're not like Gamers Nexus and Hardware. And I forgot the other another channel. Y'all got to shout that out for me. Hardware something, but it, if you getting somebody dissing you within your labs, which by the way, LTT, you need to talk to your folks, bro. Because if your folks in there, if you got any time you have to, and I say this time and time again, anytime you have to diss somebody else to bring yourself up, you might need to look at yourself. I mean that. I ain't got, if you don't rock with me, you don't rock with me. I'm going to tell you. I'm going to be the type of business. Look, I understand. If you like what they got, you can go over there. But just know, once you go over there, you're going to break a partnership that we have that we not might feel as though is strong when you come back around, and you will come back around. That's how you handle business.